Oh, good morning, everybody. Here we are on another beautiful Friday. Hope your day is going well and that everything is just super. I know I told you on Tuesday we were going to talk more about those list of things, and I just decided that that was a waste of time and nobody cares. No flat earthers care what the answer is to those, so uh, I decided I would go back and revisit uh, a topic that I covered a long time ago. I have some incontrovertible evidence about the spherical Earth, uh, and I promise you at the end, I have one seriously mind-blowing result. Uh, and I just don't see how anybody can keep saying the Earth is flat. I also hear all the time, which is frustrating, how can you say that there's no scientific evidence for a globe? I mean, honestly, uh, this is clear evidence. So let's get into it. So I wanted to look at the sizes of the different uh, models of the Earth, I guess, if you want to call it that. Uh, so for a spherical Earth, like we have, the radius of the Earth is well documented. It's 3,958 miles or 6,371 kilometers. Uh, you can look that up anywhere. Most of you probably already know those numbers. For the flat Earth, uh, radius is not documented. You can't find it anywhere. No flat earther will tell you what the size is of the flat Earth. They just don't know. But I can calculate it using the latitudes. Uh, so the latitude from North Pole to the equator is a change of 90 degrees. So North Pole is 90, the equator is 0. And then from the equator to the southern edge, that's also 90 degrees from 0. And then down at the southern edge, it's also 90 degrees. So that's a total of 180 degrees. So again, you can look up anywhere, well documented. The distance per degree of latitude is 69.1 miles. Um, so a flat Earth radius calculated would be 180 degrees times 61 or 69.1 uh, miles per degree. Uh, that uh, is 12,437 miles or 20,015 kilometers. Quite a quite a large disk, I guess. So here's another measurement I was thinking about. Uh, Again, this is sort of my uh, observation for scientific method. Uh, for a sphere, the surface area is 4 pi r squared. This is a common geometric or geometry. Uh, you can, again, it's in any geometry text. So 4 times 3.14 times the 3,959 squared that gives me a total of 1.97 times 10 to the 8 square miles. You can also think of it as 197 million square miles. So for a flat circular disk, again, flat earth people are only interested in the top, the two-dimensional part. The surface area is equal to pi r squared for any circle, pi r squared. So we have 3.14 times the radius squared, and that gives us 4.86 times 10 to the 8 square miles, which is again 486 million square miles. That's quite a difference between the two. The flat earth is like 2.5 times the size of the sphere. Okay, so my question here is, can we find a comparison measurement? How do we know which one of those could be true? So let's look at that. First of all, I thought about land surface area, the surface area of all the land on the Earth. So I need a way to calculate or to come up with surface area of the Earth. For the spherical Earth, I found many references for land surface areas by country. So each country themselves reports their land surface area. So I used 5 of these references for my calculations, and this would be because another time I was accused of an unrepeatable experiment. So I can show you that it was repeatable. The 5 that I used span years from 1961 to 2018. These land surface areas are reported every year. So for flat Earth, there is no corresponding data, and there's no way that I could find to estimate surface area values. So we'll just have to go with what we have. So here are surface area totals from each of the 5 data sources, and I'm just going to show you those. I'll give you the links in the description. You can go and look up all these on your own. The first one includes years from 1961 to 2005. And you can choose the year and it'll show you the data from that year. There were 205 countries reporting. These were all the way from the size of Russia all the way down to the Vatican City, which was 2 square miles. So what they report, 147,767,039 square kilometers, and then you can see there the number of square miles. And so for each one, you can see the year, how many countries were reporting, and the square kilometers and square miles. The reason that the countries reporting were different is because some of them went way down further and reported each little island, like the Maldives, Galapagos Islands, whereas some of them only went down as far as the Vatican City, those types of sizes. Again, so there are 5 numbers. You can see that the 5 numbers are very close to the same value. I guess there's one, the next to the last one, that's a little higher than the others. There's always going to be some difference because you're summing reported values. Over land, over sea, da da da. So the majority of the Earth's surface is water. So we found the land. Now we need to find water. Once again, there's no statistics on flat Earth, oceans, and seas. For the sphere, I found 2 references, both from 2010. I guess it wasn't countries reporting, it was oceans. But in the first one there were 18. In the second one, that's Britannica Encyclopedia, I think there were fewer, but you can see that the square kilometers and square miles were very close to the same number for both of those. I think that's a good sign. So what does all this tell us? So for a flat circular disk, we calculated the surface area to be 4.86 times 10 to the 8 square miles. Once again, we didn't have any real world statistics. For the sphere, we have surface areas 1.97 times 10 to the 8 square miles. That is the total Earth surface area. I had a little discrepancy there because I used 2 different numbers. I just now saw that, so sorry about that. So we have the oceans and the seas, the sum of those 18, which gave us those 2 numbers. We have the sum of the surface area of 204 countries, and we got those 2 numbers. And you add those together, simple addition, and we get the total spherical Earth surface area at 5.03 times 10 to the 8 square kilometers, 1.94 e to the plus 8 square miles. Now, if you compare that 1.94 to the 1.97, that 1.97 is what we calculated. If you remember on an earlier slide, 1.97. So in reality, sum of our statistics is 1.94 e to the plus 8. So I think it's pretty clear that the sum of these surface areas for all the countries, all the oceans, comes up to almost the same number as we calculate for a sphere, which is 2.5 times smaller than the flat circular disk. So according to modern estimates, the surface area of the Earth is approximately 510 square miles or square kilometers, which is 5.1 times 10 to the 8th, that's miles squared, sorry. oh, I see, 5.1 times 10 to the 8th kilometers squared. They changed it to exponential. And then the total of the square miles, 1.96 million, or 196,900,000 square miles. This paragraph here I copied from Universe Today, which told the total surface area of the Earth. Once again, here's another reference that corroborates our statistics, where we added up the countries and the oceans. You can see that it's very close to the same numbers. And here is my mind-blowing part that I'm just shocked about. Again, here's the data that we had on the previous slide. I wanted to show you. You can see all the numbers there. They're exactly the same as the previous slide. We have seen many, many times that the Earth's surface is 71% water. Can we show that? So there is a quote from the USGS. How much water is there? So we want to calculate a number that we don't know yet. We want to calculate the percentage of water. So there's my formula, 100 times 1.37 times 10 to the plus 8 divided by 1.94 times 10 to the plus 8. When I calculate that out, I get 70.6% water. Bam! You should have fallen over in your chairs when you see that percentage water, because it's exactly the same as what scientists predict. So I have taken reports from surface area of 205 countries. Each country reports their own surface area. Then I took the sum of 18 seas and oceans, their surface areas, and what they are. So I took those two numbers, which we see there in the table, and when I calculate it out, I get exactly to the 0.1, exactly the same percent water. It shocked me because I didn't realize that it would do that. I thought it would be, close but not exact, and so I was kind of surprised. So this is my scientific experiment for today. If you hear somebody say there is no scientific evidence of a globe, here you go, scientific evidence. And I sure would like to hear if they think they have a way of refuting this. So I really do appreciate everybody watching. I hope you'll tell all your friends and have them come over and watch. Tell all your flat earth friends to come over and watch. And we'll see you on Tuesday.